Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here off of 15th Street, just going underneath US 95 / Interstate 11 / US 93 correction / Interstate 515, coming up here to Poplar. This home actually looks like some folks living out back of it, and it's got some sort of gazebo, Asian looking maybe, gazebo on the back of it there. It's interesting. This apartment building here has a mural on the front of it. It's got a southwestern theme, I guess. This brings us up here to Mesquite Avenue, where we'll make a left. More shoes all over the place. We're seeing this all over the place. You don't see shoes hanging from the power lines out in Summerlin. And you don't see dumpsters on the sides of the roadways out in Summerlin. And as I say that, look at what's all over the road here. And it looks like this section of the expressway here in front of us was charred. It's all blackened out there. Again, this is 14th Street going underneath US 95. Encampments. Lots of big gates. Bars on windows and doors around here. Right here onto Stewart, which is another major east-west arterial here in Las Vegas. And we'll just take it a block up here, 13th Street, and make a right. Look at all this glass. Goodness. Yikes. That's a lot of trash all over the place there. Avenue again here on the right, but it's a dead end, so it doesn't connect. This is actually the northbound, these are the northbound lanes of Maryland Parkway here. It splits as it goes through downtown over here. Robert J. Gordon Plaza over here on the left. We've actually done video in that area, so feel free to check that out as well. And this is Bonanza here, another major east-west artery here on the east side of Las Vegas. I'm going to go over here to 13th Street and make a left here. You can see it's we're on these hills here, descending from downtown. Mormons originally came here in the very early days, 1855, and established a fort just down the road from me here, off of Washington and Las Vegas Boulevard. However, they left 2 short years later. Maybe the 120-degree temperatures got to them or something. Thank you guys. So these look like newer type of buildings, but they all look the same. They're just painted differently. Just making an observation. I'm not saying it's good or bad. Please don't curse at me. I get people that ask me, what are you trying to say? Come up here to McWilliams Avenue. Done a lot of video on McWilliams over there on the historic west side, so feel free to check that out in our video library. A lot of history over there. on the historic west side of Las Vegas. Heading back eastbound here now. And again with the bars on windows and doors. Some don't have the bars. You've got some furniture out there. You've got a camper right there. Another vehicle with no tag. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, VegasDon4747. I'm gonna make this right here. Go back towards Bonanza.
You are over the speed limit.
Wilson Avenue here. A lot of these streets are named after either presidents or folks that had something to do with the town's founding in this area back in the early days of Vegas. We're going to make a right here. Head back up this hill. If you like drone videos, check out Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE, does some awesome sunrise and sunset drone videos to include plane spotting and the elusive and mysterious Janet Airlines. If you don't know Janet Airlines, feel free to do a quick Google search. Prepare to be wowed and amazed. I'm going to make a right here on the 12th. Show you the area in here. He also does navigational aviation arrows, so feel free to check those out as well. A relic back from the days of the airmail pilots. Come back up here to Maryland Parkway. Wait for the cross traffic. And, you know, Vegas is the land of fantasy for adults here, right? It is Disney World for adults. It's been said many times. But once you get outside of that strip corridor, not very far out of that strip corridor either, this is fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Harris Avenue here. We'll make a left. See buildings tagged and all that around here. Looks like there was a fire in this building right there. And we've got a bunch of plywood up all over the rest of the units, it looks like. You know, in a lot of ways, a lot of these homes and apartment buildings, they kind of feel like a very cheaply run sports team. And I'm not going to name certain sports teams, but there are certainly teams out there that have reputations for being run very cheaply, for having like the lowest payroll in that sport. You could probably Google that and find out which ones I'm thinking of. But this is 10th Street here. We'll make a right, not a through street. It's like they just, the landlords, whoever owns it, just takes as much money as they can out of it without putting anything back into it. That's what it seems like to me, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Correct me, please. Drop a comment and let me know if I'm wrong. But that's what it seems like. And I know every city has its problems, every city has its areas, I get it. But again, this is Vegas. This is supposed to be Fantasyland or something. I'm gonna make this left here. Oh, there's glass over there. supposed to be the Disney World for adults. And once you get out of that strip corridor, this is what there is. Bring us back here. Let's see, that's 9th Street there. We'll go straight. Down here, an old Dodge van over there. He's getting worked on. Dumpsters everywhere. Where are the dumpsters on in Summerlin? Because I get folks that'll comment and they'll be like, "Oh, well, where are they supposed to put them?" Typically, they'll, out in the Summerlin, they'll put them inside enclosures. Goodness, this has a lot of glass all over the place. Oh my goodness. I don't understand people that do that like smash bottles and stuff where they live and they know people have to drive. So over here, looks like that house was in a fire or something over there. And then that one, I can't quite tell, but this one here on the corner definitely looks like it's been condemned. I want to thank you all again so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm, and the almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. So please help us out there. It really means a lot to us. Also, check out our merch available in our shop section of our YouTube channel. We have some awesome merch for you. Maybe something for yourself or your significant other. This is 9th Street here. Street branches off there, off to the right. Oh, stop sign. That snuck up on me. And here is the expressway looking east underneath it. We're going to be left here. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you so much for being here.